Alright guys, it's time to talk about Algorand on the channel once again. Now you can see that I have marked off this parallel channel, and basically we got a couple of touch points here on the lower side, and it looks like we broke out when on actually 1st of January, basically 2nd of January, and we actually came down to retest the top of this parallel channel. And since then, it looks like for the main part, well, if I would extend this, I don't think this would actually hit. But yeah, it looks like for the most part, we have gotten a bounce. And today, really specifically, is a quite large bounce. We have pushed through the 39.2 resistance here. And we are about to work on the 46 cent resistance. So that looks like it's going to come very soon, because yeah, this is just raging. So let's see on the 4-hour chart. Wow. So yeah, it looks like it's going to make another push now. Last 4-hour candle kind of took a little bit of a break, but yeah, it looks like it wants to rage up and hit this 46 mark. Let me put this back on a daily time frame, and just want to take a longer look at this. Okay, yeah. So, oh wow, let me put this on a weekly time frame actually. It's not the greatest. I was just looking at to see if it was maybe a cup and handle, but it wouldn't be the greatest cup. It kind of varies here a little bit and a little bit too much. So I was thinking it would be something like this, but yeah, this goes up rather quickly. But we do kind of have a handle here. Yeah, I don't think it's just going to be the greatest cup and handle, so I'm not going to look at it in that way. Now, if I want to go back to the daily time frame and measure this, I am going to just say that basically, I know this is not a trend, but let's just say it starts, I need to get this out of my way here. Let's just do this. And I'm going to take it up here because it was pretty much green candles all the way. I'm going to put the target from this touch point basically. And the target, guys, takes us up to about almost 79 cents. And it takes us right out of the reaccumulation zone here in this Fibonacci. So yeah, that's the target, guys. I do think that could come very quickly. Now, I'm going to put this back on a weekly time frame because I noticed we don't have any lines basically above 46 cents. I didn't probably expect that it would go up so quickly. Now, taking a look at this, let's just see if we can get another resistance. If we can find one. Okay, it may be, I would say, well, there's not much resistance, guys. Fibonacci is going to be probably the most. And then maybe right above it, I can say on a weekly time frame there. So probably going to have like a little bit of a zone resistance right there, because you can see there's support, here was support, here was support, here resistance. So right here, right above the Fibonacci, you're going to see a little bit of resistance. So consider this couple of cents here is going to be kind of a zone that's going to be a little bit difficult to get through. Now I wanted to turn on the RSI and Stochastic RSI real quick and take a look at that as well. Now, weekly time frame looks great, curving to the upside. Daily time frame, wow, curving to the upside as well, still in good territory. Taking a look at the 4-hour, a little bit overbought at the moment, so yeah, it may cool off on the 4-hour time frame. 1 hour, yeah, it's coming down on the Stoke, and in the RSI it's overbought. 15-minute just for fun, let's take a look. Actually, well, it's curving down on the Stoke RSI, and it's also curving down on the RSI, but still in actually neutral territory or normal territory. So honestly, in the short term, I do think maybe Algo will kind of cool off. Let me just put this on a little bit of a longer time frame. Let me get this out of the way. Yeah, probably going to see a little bit of a cool off shortly. and you know, may make its way up to about 46 cents or so. It might consolidate here under it, might hit this line for a while, and then finally push through. That's probably what I would say is most likely to happen. But on a daily and weekly time frame, guys, long term, yeah, this is going to be hit, this target, I believe, very shortly. Now, as of the moment, you can see that Bitcoin is just, you know, right under $100,000. As long as it closes above this, you know, 99,000, that's basically an excellent sign. This is a daily resistance that we are trying to break through at the moment. If we close a candle above it, great. Next target 101,200 on a daily time frame as well. Now, we did break through this weekly resistance. I do believe this will hold. You know, it's back at 98,000. Now remember, looking at this on a daily time frame and talking about a weekly line here, wrong time frame. We just need to close a weekly candle above that. And but yeah. Anyways, let's move on here, guys. Ethereum back in this range again between 33.13 and 35.34. It's, you know, getting a little bit. It's actually more close to the 35.34 at the moment. So I do anticipate that Ethereum will, you know, come up. Let's see if it has strength tomorrow. Maybe it will, you know, need the economic numbers from tomorrow to kind of push it through this little resistance. But yeah, it kind of looks like it hasn't done much though. Let me see on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, it's kind of started to cool down. Let me put in the RSI here. Let me type in RSI. Let's take a look at the indicators real quick. So yeah, a little bit overbought on Stoke, and just right under the overbought with RSI, but still in good territory. Daily, actually, it looks, you know, pretty good on the daily. It's coming up on both. It's actually oversold basically on the Stoke, and just getting back into the more normal territory. Weekly time frame, yeah, actually pointed a little bit to the downside though with the Stoke RSI, but the RSI is pointed up. So yeah, longer time frames, weekly, daily, that's fine. 4-hour, like I said, might cool off here. I think this is probably going to go into overbought shortly. 1 hour, let's just take a look at the 1 hour. Okay, overbought, and 15-minute now. Okay, it's overbought up here on RSI, coming down on Stoke, but in neutral territory. So short, you know, short term, I believe Ethereum is just going to kind of take a little breather, but it has had, you know, a couple of 4-hour candles that were pretty good. So yeah, it's got to take a break here, I believe, shortly. Now, looking at the total market cap, guys, basically at 3.42 trillion. Does look like it retested this 3.28 trillion. Keep in mind this 4-hour time frame. This is a weekly support actually at the moment, as we're above it, but we are on the wrong time frame really to speak about that. We just need to close a weekly candle above this, as I keep saying. So anyways, looking better though. You know, we are getting out of the range that we've been in for a while. We do need to take out this little node here at about 3.52 trillion, and that's probably the last little hurdle before we get up here to 3.62. Now, without Bitcoin, also similar to the market cap, which includes Bitcoin, but sitting at 1.44 trillion, and yeah, we need to take out this little area up here, and then 1.55 is the next target, guys. Now, dominance, it does look like it's breaking down. You can see that it was trying to make a little bit of a W, and I was getting a little bit worried, you know, last week when we saw it basically following this W, almost to the T, guys. And yeah, it starts, you know, on started on the 8th to kind of get away from that, and even till maybe a couple of days ago, we had a chance that if it would just kind of shoot up, then yeah, it could still be considered a W. But at this point, guys, it looks like it wants to break down. I do believe once we break below, you know, this 57.55, that W pattern is definitely out of play. Even though I would say right now with this variant right here, that would, you know, pretty much take the W out of play. But to be sure, I would like a breakdown below 57.55. Looking at the liquidations, guys, I'm surprised that there's actually not more than 310 million in the last 24 hours. Mostly shorts have been wrecked. I guess a lot of shorts pretty much canceled their shorts probably yesterday. Once PPI came out, I think they didn't have the balls basically to keep their shorts on. Literally shorts probably too, after they got basically stripped, today and yesterday. Now, altcoin season, let me refresh this. Let's see if it's updated. Nope, 49 still. But I do believe this will go up just because the dominance is coming down. And yeah, now taking a look at the fear and greed, 70. Yeah, when PPI was, so good yesterday, and today CPI was so good, do expect this to go up. It went up, 7 points? I think it could go up to at least 75 tomorrow, maybe even close to 80, honestly. With good numbers and the market pumping, then yeah, naturally this will go up. Now, the bull market peak indicators, sell at the top, still, guys, 0 have hit their, indicator. All of these are still X'd. So basically, nothing is telling you to sell at this moment. So yeah, I think this is one of the better, websites really to find these indicators. Look at all 30 of these. The Pi Cycle top indicator is probably the best one to really follow, in my opinion. And I think most people agree that this is usually within a couple of days of market crashes. So I don't know why it works so well, but it just does, guys. Now, speaking about this indicator, you can see it's not even close to really crossing. I can zoom in again. Yeah, it's still got a while, guys. I was actually closer in June to crossing than it is right now still. Now, taking a look at the economic calendar for tomorrow, we do have jobless claims, we have core retail sales, Philadelphia Fed manufacturing. We do have FOMC member Williams speaking tomorrow. There's just not so big numbers tomorrow. Maybe the biggest is the core retail sales, but maybe jobless claims, and manufacturing could be somewhat, but compared to today and yesterday, this is nothing. This is kind of a walk in the park, and maybe even these numbers are ignored tomorrow just because the CPI and PPI. Anyways, guys, here's your crypto bubbles, and if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'm going to try to bring you more big green crypto bubbles in the future.